Okay, you're good to go.
Great, thank you so much. Hi everyone, my name is Kelsey Hoffman and I work for Urban Roots. Urban Roots, we are a nonprofit organization that seeks to change the way that kids eat and learn. I'm standing outside of our urban teaching farm, and today I'm going to give you a little tour of what we've got growing, as well as give you some tips for what you can be starting right now in your home gardens. So our farm, we have about an acre, and we're located on Gould Street and 2nd, right over there. And then we're actually about a couple blocks away from Renown Hospital. And the property that we have our urban teaching farm is owned by Renown, and they've been gracious enough to let us run our programming here. Here's our sign, Urban Roots. So the programming that we do with kids is with kids in grades K through 8. We host seasonal farm camps, so a spring break camp, a fall break camp, and 9 weeks of summer camp. We also host weekly farm tours, as well as a homeschool program just during the week for our homeschool families, as well as field trips with all schools within the Washoe County School District. So we have a lot of fun on the farm. It's definitely a place for kids, and I'm going to show you a little bit of what we've got going on today. So usually we have weekly volunteering on Saturdays from 10 to 12. Because of COVID-19, we are pausing that until we're able to open back up. But we definitely rely on our volunteers to help make things happen on the farm. We definitely couldn't do it without them. So welcome to our urban teaching farm. We do have some staff that are here today doing a few different projects. They're staying safe, 6 feet apart. Y'all can wave if you want. Cool. Yeah, so we have 3 hoop houses on site. That big thing right in front of us, and basically they help it make it possible where we can grow season round, so we can have beautiful vegetables growing in the winter. And they're each named off of a special place in Nevada. So this one is called Tamarack Peak. We'll head in here, show you what we've got growing. So as you can see, we have 8 raised beds. They are ADA accessible and they're built for kids. So it's easy for them to get down and dirty and plant some seeds, harvest some crops, learn all about the wonderful science of gardening and agriculture. Some beautiful California poppies. Easy to grow if you want some nice color in your yard. And we're about to transition everything in our hoop houses from cool weather crops to warm weather crops. So you'll see a lot of lettuces, kale, greens, radishes today, but we have started all of our cucumbers and tomatoes as seeds to be able to plant them probably in about June. Right here we have some green and red lettuce. You'll notice that we have some drip tape. That's a really great way for us to save water at the farm. So it only emits water from one little hole that's in here right at the root base of the plant. These are sunflowers, which in Reno, sunflowers are definitely like weeds. They just come back. We didn't plant them there. And if you're looking for a great vegetable to be your first vegetable that you want to grow ever, radishes are wonderful. They germinate in about a week. They're very quick, they're very tasty, and they're ready in less time than anything I can think of. So we have our nice little radishes right here. Great for salads, great pickled. Elsa, who you all met last week, she loves to roast them. And we'll save this for later for our chickens. Over here we have some carrots. also a great first crop to grow in a home garden. They do take quite a bit longer than radishes, so don't be discouraged if you grow carrots and don't see them sprout for a long time. This one's super tiny, so these ones aren't quite ready yet, but they're getting there. Also, a great thing you can do with carrots is the tops make a really good pesto. If you want to blend those up with some olive oil, salt and pepper, Parmesan cheese, very delicious. And radish tops are also great to saute and are very tasty. You can use all parts of the plant. Over here we have some snap peas that are looking really beautiful and ready. These have grown twice their size in about the last week and a half. And we have them trellised on some nice fencing right here. And usually when we have kids on the farm, they get to take home a bunch of the produce that they've grown. Right now it's going to a lot of our staff to keep them fed. And when we do have an excess of something, we donate to the Community Health Alliance Food Bank, as well as the Catholic Charities Food Bank, so they can get some tasty vegetables as well. This section right here was planted by our homeschool program, Farm School. So we're not a production farm. We don't really care if things are in straight lines or everything is the same crop. It's really about the kids having a wonderful experience and learning something about it. So we'll often keep crops longer than they need to, just so kids can see all stages of the plant life cycle. This one right here is a turnip, and it has gone to seed. It's flowered. It's trying to disperse its seeds so it can make more of itself. So if we were a production farm, that would be past the point of trying to sell it or eat it. But since we're teaching kids about STEM and how to grow plants, it's just a really cool way to get them engaged and have them look at crazy plants, because they are crazy. All right, we'll head out, stop and share this book barn that we have for kids, donated by United Way. We have some amazing community partners that have supported and continue to support us, especially during this challenging time. So we're thankful for them. So this is looking at 2nd Street, and we do have a lot of native plants that are here. So some elderberry, some rosemary, some lavender, stuff that doesn't mind the heat and is pretty drought tolerant. And if you're looking for some of those kind of plants, Moana Nursery in Rail City is where we've purchased them, and I'm pretty sure they're doing curbside pickup right now. So a great way to support a local nursery and get some beautiful crops for your home. So our second hoop house, Pyramid Lake, again named after a famous Nevada spot. We have some rosemary over here, which rosemary is a great plant for pollinators. So our bees and beetles and butterflies love rosemary because of its purple flowers. We love it because it's tasty on potatoes and all kinds of different foods. All right, so this is our pyramid hoop house. This one's used a little bit more for education. We have some picnic tables down at the end. We have some Swiss chard right here. Also bolting. It's just a little too hot for them right now. But Swiss chard is a pretty easy crop to grow as well. Bachelor's buttons, a beautiful flower. Easy flower that loves Nevada temperatures. It doesn't mind hot and dry. It's a pretty good one. And I have to show you Tommy the tomato. So last summer, our farm camp kids were doing an activity that's all about plant dissection. And so they were cutting open a tomato and seeing all of its different parts, its seed, its skin, etc. And some of the kids were so sad that they had killed a tomato that they made a little rest in peace sign for him, Tommy the tomato. We love you, Tommy. We'll never forget you. So this just shows how much of a place this is for kids, and that when they come here, we want them to really feel like they have ownership over the space and can have a great time. It's definitely a different energy without them here right now. So we're missing them and hoping that we can have them back here soon. Right here we've got some spinach. Beautiful spinach, looking really good. Some huge leaves. I love spinach. All right, we'll head out this way. Projects going on, always projects. So this is sort of our play area. ACT high school students built this playhouse for us. It's really great to have something like this at the farm that they can play in. We had a couple field trips this spring where kids were just having a great time in here. Maybe more excited about the vegetables sometimes, but we definitely make it fun. This spring we were supposed to have 1,500 kids come out to the field trip to the farm, and most of them were paid for through grants and donations. And so we're able to provide a pretty wonderful experience for all of the kids within our school district. Over here we have the grass and our picnic area. So during camp, this is where the kids eat lunch. We do a lot of activities here. And you have to have a lawn with kids so that they can run around and roll around and not worry about skinning up their knees on the gravel. We play a bunch of games here in the summer, spring and fall. And we're still hopeful about summer camp. We'll be following any kind of guidelines set by the CDC in the state of Nevada. So we really hope to have kids here. Sorry for the wind. Here we have some strawberries. So we're trying to expand more fruits on the farm. Love fruits. These ones are looking pretty good. Also a very easy crop to grow if you're looking for something. And they are perennials, which means they come back every year. You don't have to replant them. More berries. All right, and this is our third high tunnel. So you'll notice that we have the sides open on the high tunnel. That keeps the temperature pretty equivalent to what it is outside. On a 65 and sunny degree day, if the sides were down, it would be about 95 in here. So it definitely keeps all of our crops really warm, and we had things growing in December, which was pretty amazing. Some cauliflower and broccoli that has also bolted. Would not recommend cauliflower and broccoli for the Reno area. They're hard to grow. They're really fun, but it's hard to get them to create like the same size head of broccoli that you would get at the store. But they are very tasty. Some beets over here. Some beautiful flowers over here. And we might actually find some bigger carrots over here. So these ones were planted in December, so they've had many months to grow. Woohoo! That's a good looking carrot right there. Carrots love sandy soil, not compacted soil. They need a lot of room to breathe. Over here we have some marigolds. So this one's going to be all flowers, which marigolds are a great way to distract your normal pests. If you plant some marigolds, it's more likely that the pests will go to them instead of the crops you want to eat. Some sort of, which if you've never had Swiss chard before, it's kind of like spinach. It's a little saltier, and has a unique taste, but it's really good for stir fries or in scrambled eggs, and it comes in all these beautiful colors. Rainbow chard has these great pink stalks on them. So we believe you can teach any subject in the garden: colors, art, engineering, science, math, language arts. That hands-on education makes a really big difference for all styles of learners, and we can kind of tailor it to them while they're out here. Plus, it's just fun. This plant is called comfrey. We didn't plant this year, it grew by itself, but it's a perennial, so it comes back every year. It has these beautiful pink flowers, or purple flowers, I'm sorry, and has some medicinal uses as well, from what I've heard. There's a great little spider right there. You can see him. We don't mind those. Right here we've got some garlic. If you're looking for anything to plant, but you don't care how long it takes to grow, garlic is a great one. So all you need is a clove of garlic from the store, just the dried kind that you buy anywhere. You can plant that in the ground in the fall, and then you'll have garlic in the spring. So it does take, you know, half a season to grow, but one little clove will multiply into a whole bulb of garlic. And these aren't too bad to use either, kind of like a green onion. All right. So now we're gonna head out to meet our chickens. Oh, but first I have to show you the sandbox. So kids of all ages love the sandbox. I have tricked some middle schoolers into playing out here on a field trip, and they loved it. But it all started, we had a big pile of DG, which is this kind of sandy material, often used for like making pathways and landscaping. And the kids last summer were just digging in it and shoveling it, and we're having the best time. And so we didn't feel like we could get rid of their pile and distribute it around the farm, so we just made a sandbox, and that has proved to be a very successful thing. We're all about play here and what types of things that kids will enjoy. These are our ladies. Hi, ladies. We have 7 chickens. They're all different varieties, so they have different colors and patterned feathers. They lay different colored eggs, but they're pretty friendly, and they're squawking at me because they really want the snacks that we picked for them. A little snap pea, maybe a carrot and a radish. And next week on our Urban Roots site, we're going to be doing a free chicken yoga class. So it'll be a 40-minute, really calm and easy yoga class with our chickens. They'll just be hanging out and eating snacks while I teach you all some yoga. So you can check out our website, urgc.org, to sign up for that if you'd like. So these are the different varieties of chickens. Americana chicken, that's the one who's eating the carrot right there. She's got fluffy cheeks. So she actually lays a blue egg, which is pretty awesome. And have a Cochin chicken. This is the gray one right next to her. Her name is Frodo because of her furry feet. She lays a light brown egg. We have a transient naked neck. Karen's neck is naked, and it's actually supposed to be like that. She does pretty well in hot weather and cold, and her other name is Queen Cobra. So every chicken has probably about 3 or 4 names just because the kids have named them so many times, and that's pretty fun. Let's see if they have any eggs. We might have already collected them today. But this lady's hiding back there. They just have milk crates to hang out in, but This coop keeps them safe at night from any other kinds of pests. Raccoons are a big one that can be a little scary. So it's good to really fence everything in for chickens. Yeah, they're great. And so whenever we have field trips, one of the stations is the chickens. And if kids want to, we can teach them how to hold a chicken. They're actually very friendly. They've been peopleized. They don't mind us so much. So I'll go in and see if I can hold one of the chickens. Yes, you gotta get them by both wings. Oh, and then they kind of fall down. Oh, sorry for that up close shot. See if I can turn us around really quick. There we are. This is Frodo. Hi, say hi, Frodo. Hi, Frodo. She's the best. She's really good with kids. She probably wants me to let her down. There you go. Woo. All right, we're back. So I'm going to take you over to our cherry orchard. Again, sorry it's so windy. Bye, ladies. Bye. Alright, so here's looking at the farm from a different angle. We do have lots of fruiting trees, native trees, to hopefully get some shade out here one day. It can get a little hot in the summertime. We don't have enough shade. So around this way. So in this section, we have some more native plants. Again, comfrey, walking onion, but we also have some grapes. So these are trellised on these stakes with wire. They have something to hold on to. I believe these were planted maybe 1.5 years ago, so they're still new and babies. And if you have any kind of fruit tree or grapes, it's really good to give them a couple good soaks every winter. So hopefully soon we'll have some for our kiddos out here. I love these purple flowers. Chives. And of course some cornhole just for fun. Chalkboard so we can do some of our lessons out here. And all the curriculum that we create is standards aligned. So it goes with our national science standards for K through 8th grades. So we partner with the school and we want to help the school get their garden started. So that they do and is ready to go. And teachers really appreciate that. Yay. This was a fort that kids made, but it's going to be like just a nice circle for camp. Over here we have our cherry trees. And you'll notice that they're kind of bent in a strange direction. They're supposed to be like that. This is called UFO pruning. So we're actually bending them in this direction to where they'll be kid height. So kid can, these ones will end up going this way. We'll train it that way. But pretty cool. And we always say we are educators first and farmers second. So we've gathered a lot of our farming knowledge just from others who have expertise, co-workers, other farmers in the Reno area. And we do have a little room to mess up because we are farming with kids and it can be fun and not production based. So if you look where our porta potty is, that's actually where our new teaching kitchen will be. So we fundraised all this money to build a teaching kitchen for kids that will have kids size cooking stations, all the equipment that they would need so that we can truly be a seed to table organization. Kids can plant a radish, grow a radish, harvest a radish, and then cook it for themselves and their friends for a snack or a meal. And we're also hoping that that can be a space where we can have other organizations use and branch out. We're super excited to make that happen. And I can show you some of the wonderful murals that we have on the farm. So we did get a grant from the Dillman Auto Group to be able to pay some artists to beautify our farm. So there's murals on the outside as well. It just adds some flair and color, makes it inviting, and also gives us some privacy with this fence. We are pretty exposed on 2nd Street. So we've had so many different artists come in and work on the murals. This one's one of my favorite with the bugs and the flowers. And then every summer, the different age groups of kids get to paint their own mural. So we'll see that one here then. This one's in the process. We have some planter boxes here. All right, so this is the one that the kids did last summer. So they didn't just start painting. It was really an artistic process of coming up with a plan, who was going to do what colors would they use. And this one's pretty great because it has the Reno Mountains, it has a tractor, chickens, flowers, bugs and beetles and butterflies. They did a really great job. I'll walk through Topaz one more time. Get us out of the wind for a second. Maybe snag another snap pea for my own belly. Excuse me for my crunching. So something we are doing right now that we're pretty excited about is we have these Urban Roots Family Engagement Kits. So they're for kids in K through 2, 3 through 5, 6 through 8, and it's a way for kids to do something at home that's both engaging and fun and also academic. So we've included a couple different activities in here and all the materials as well as a book. They also get some seeds and some soil to plant some things at home. And these are available on our website. They're $20 each, and then we deliver to your house. So if you have any kids or know someone that might be interested in this, they're a great way to keep our kiddos engaged. And right now we are throwing in some extra seeds as well. We'll walk over here to our volunteer wall. So with our weekly volunteers, we always ask them if they want to leave their handprint. It's just a way for us to track our volunteers, but make some beautiful art. And so we've had a number of groups from UNR, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts. On a normal Saturday, it's just open volunteering from 10 to 1. So anybody can come and show up as long as there's a minor, if they have a parent or guardian with them. And activities change. It might be planting, harvesting, spreading mulch, weeding. you name it. But it's definitely a fun way to get outside, and we'll post that soon. Here's our Lemon Valley 3rd grade, all of our field trips as well. Hidden Valley 1st grade, Smith Ridge 3rd grade. We have scientist Steph. Pretty fun. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for tuning in for our farm tour on Wellness Wednesday. I hope this gave you some ideas of things you can plant at home, things you can eat at home. We're definitely a resource for you if you have any questions about home gardening or activities that you can do at home with your kids. Our information is on our website, urgc.org, and we'd be happy to help you out. And we look forward to maybe seeing you out here one day. That would be amazing. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Goodbye.